The first part of this video is actually 1958. Mom spliced Christmas of 58 onto the 1959 year movies. We're all gathered at Mamaw Aleshire's house for Sunday dinner. Mamaw's house was open every Sunday. You didn't need an invitation. You just showed up and you got fed. And she had plenty of food. I don't know how she was able to keep enough food to feed all the people that came in. It just amazed me and all the kids that came in. That's Sissy, Donnie and Ronnie. That was Dottie, Mom. It's Pat and Joe, Bill Ray, Nadine, Pauline, Maudie, Neva. The old saying, too many cooks in the kitchen, never applied at Memo's house. There was always plenty of cooks. And here they're opening presents. Somebody got a scale. That's Carl Burgess, Susie Aleshire, Paul Ellis, Pat and Joe Smith, Debbie Grimes, Memo Aleshire. There's Mom, Justine Baldwin. After having lunch at my mom's house, we'd all, the Baldwins would meet down at Granny Baldwin's house at Clothier, West Virginia. In this sequence, you see Margaret Baldwin, Jewel Baldwin, Charles. Here we are playing with toys. Margaret's making coffee. It's Greg. There's Charles and Margaret. If you look out the back door, you can see the house across the railroad track, which tells me it is Granny Baldwin's house. Jewel cut her hand. We're back at our house in Blair now, up Floppy Hollow, now called Aleshire Hollow. There's Dad, Kathy. Dad built his house in 1952 along with the help of Herschel, Bill, Huey, and the rest of the family. There's Mom, Les. This is January 1959. We're sleigh riding behind Mama's house. We'd get up on the hill, come down the hill, and try to go as far as we could go. There's a fence between Mama's house and our house, which I don't even remember being there. Don't know what the purpose or why that fence was built, because we always had free range run, go wherever we wanted to go. But that's right behind Mama's house there. We're sleigh riding. It's Les, me, Dad. Saw Kathy out there and Greg. Here in a second, Dad's going to get on the sleigh, and he comes right down through between the gates into our yard. That's James Mont Baldwin right there. Here we are trying to hitch a ride with Dad. And every time we got out and played, and Bill Ray and Gene lived in that cellar house. Every time he'd hear us kids out there playing, he'd come out and play with us. So here in a minute, you're going to see him out here playing in the snow with us also. Here we are sledding in the road right in front of the house. That's the duty's place there. There's Uncle Bill coming out and playing with us. He fell down. Herschel's driving up the hollow. That's Drumstick, Mama's one-legged chicken. There's Bill hitching us up like a train, pulling us around on the sleds. Here's one of my fondest memories. We're sleigh riding down the slate dump at the mouth of the hollow. Uncle Bill would take us down there, Uncle Bill and Herschel, and no matter how cold it got, we would want to stay and sleigh ride off of the slate dump. Back then, we had access to the slate dump. Later on, Donald Wooten and Bruce Wooten built houses there, and they put a fence up and blocked off the access. On the bicycle, I think that was Herschel and Jerrydale running in front of him. When we did get really cold, Uncle Bill and Uncle Herschel would. I think that's a Cox boy right there. If anybody knows, let me know. Right, that boy right there, that's Cox boy. I think the woman in white is Aunt Alice, and the lady next to her, I have no ideas. If anybody knows, let me know. Again, I need help with names. Who is this lady? I think this is a stretch of road where the post office is, and again, need help with the names of these people too. Here we have Ed and Vicey Burgess. They live down just down from us in Floppy Hollow, Aleshire Hollow, by Roy Linville's house, and just above where the church now sits. This is Mama Aleshire holding the bicycle for Wes, and her sister, her great aunt Bessie. Scotty Burgess, Kathy Gale Baldwin, Gregory Baldwin, Susie Aleshire, C.R. Burgess, Wes Baldwin, Les Baldwin to the left. Eve Gay Aleshire and Mamaw Aleshire headed down to Mom's house. They're getting ready to load up. They're going to the Aleshire reunion at Meadow Fork, Hewitt Creek, West Virginia. Donnie, Ronnie, Kathy sitting on the steps in front of the church there at Hewitt's Creek. This is Donnie and Ronnie's Burgess birthday party, August 7th, 1959. They were born in 1956, so they were 3 years old in this video. Maudie and Carl Burgess lived just up Kelly Hollow, a little piece. Uh, this is a gathering that included family, cousins, neighbors, and friends that lived in and around Blair. In this segment, Eva Gay and Mom, um, and some others, I'll name them later, um, went with Maudie. That's Bethesda, Maryland hospital where Ronnie was getting his treatments for cancer. Okay, so there's Nadine, is in Washington, D.C. There's Mom. There's Jean Aleshire. There's Sissy. Neva Ellis, Patricia Weathers, and Neva Ellis off to the left there. Christmas at the Baldwin House, 1959. Uncle Charles Baldwin is helping putting the train together. That's Margaret with the microscope uh, that she got us for Christmas. There's Greg. Ronnie Burgess is not in this video. He passed away. He passed away January 16th, 1960. This video was taken Christmas 1959. Um, Ronnie would have been in Bethesda, Maryland hospital at the time this video was taken. This video was taken March 1960. Everybody's dressed up for Easter celebration.